The Last of Us, man.
I'm glad they did release it on Friday because these episodes kind of run together anyway.
Especially this last two.
It's definitely hard.
That was all the same fucking story.
Yeah. So, do we just talk about?
We just talk all of it. We just gonna talk about everything
It's
together.
all inclusive to me.
Yeah. All right, so this is episode 4 and 5 of season 1 of Last of Us. So this starts off with Joel and Ellie in the truck. They get the truck from Bill. They're riding through
wherever the fuck they are.
Wherever the fuck.
I think
they
end up in Kansas City.
No, they end up in Kansas City, but they ride through. But like they ride for like 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and they wind up. They take a rest in the woods or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Joel and Ellie had a little back and forth. They don't really feel the safest in the woods. There was a moment where they was in the woods and Ellie said, "Are we safe?" And Joel said, "Yeah." But then Joel popped up and he was holding like his gun. And he was just watching all night while she slept. I was like, this nigga's turn into a father more and more every episode. The connection with him and Ellie, though it's subtle, is like he's caring. It seemed like every minute something changes like in their connection where he's like he cares just a little bit more about her. Like she's not just like cargo. She's
a person,
a human. Like this is feeling like my daughter now. This is feeling like she's more than just a tag along.
Is that a joke? He laughed.
Yeah.
Like you see the
dad joke,
forming a relationship. You see him sort of like for the first time probably in 20 years, like really letting his guard down.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like even with Tess, I think he I think he liked her, and he was sad that she died. But it was he's also like he went right back to it. Like
nah, because it's like if you've been living this life for 20 years, where people just come and go, but someone that close to you, but still it's like. All right, this is the world we in now.
Yeah,
people gonna come and go. But so they driving through the city, gunfire erupts, crashes the truck into a convenience store, whatever the fuck it was. Joel is now fighting the resistance because this is a people ran town. It's not Fedra.
Yep.
So they get into a gun battle. Joe kills the people obviously because it's fucking Joel. Joel is like some type of other nigga.
Army nigga is fucking something.
Was he in the army? Like
I know Tommy was.
Tommy was.
Yeah, but I don't know. He just
he was.
20 years of murdering, nigga. He just good at it.
But I guess. In episode 4, there was an eerie moment when he killed the kid. I don't know if they meant to do this on purpose. And I don't know if I'm just putting shit together. Like, I don't know if this is like a Stretch Armstrong reach. But like when he killed the kid and he was calling out for his mom, it oddly reminded me of George Floyd type shit. When he was like, "Mom, mom, mom," and then he stabbed him.
No, he shot that nigga.
No, he stabbed him.
He shot him.
No, he stabbed him.
He shot him.
Look at that shit again. When they bring
he made Ellie leave the room.
He shot him.
And he shot him off screen. No, he shot him off screen.
It looked like he stabbed that nigga square in the chest because when they brought him back to the resistance people, he had a stab wound in his chest. He looked like he ain't got shot nowhere. It was like that was all internal bleeding, just stab.
I thought they
shot him because you heard a gunshot off screen.
I heard a stab.
No, was it?
Yeah, that's a loud ass stab, my guy. Right. Yo, show me the knife that stabbed like that. I want it. Boom.
Nah, I gotta go back and look at it because I swear I saw like a stab wound in the chest. But yeah, that was really eerie for me. And then I guess that's the first time that Ellie saw somebody like human die that close to her.
No, she said it wasn't the first time.
Well, it wasn't the first time that she killed somebody, but it was like I don't know what's the word. It was like just really
somebody killed an innocent person. Well,
he wasn't innocent. The nigga tried to kill me first. He wasn't innocent.
But a human being killing another human being that wasn't transformed.
Yeah,
something like that.
And Ellie wasn't really around for a lot of that shit, so it was kind of like a shock for her.
Yeah,
like she seen Joe beat somebody to death. She ain't seen nobody like,
Yeah, I mean, she shot the dude in the back in the spinal column.
I was talking 2 minutes ago. Now he not.
Yeah, facts. And she paralyzed the dude. She shot him in the spinal column. He was done though.
Nah, Joe stabbed bro right square in the chest. That's what I thought.
I could have swore he shot him off.
I heard her.
I could have swore he shot.
Nah, because when they brought him back to the resistance, he had a stab wound right in the chest. He dead as hell.
La Venga.
Yeah.
Me too. I could have swore he shot him off camera.
Oh yeah, Ellie shot him, but Joel stabbed him.
Ellie shot him in the back.
Yeah,
and he was laying there crying
because he couldn't move his feet.
Couldn't move his legs because they ain't there. And and he was like, go in the room. And they panned off to Ellie in the room. And I thought while she was in the room, they showing her, and he shoots the dude.
Nah, Blue said as directed, Joel sent Ellie back behind a wall. He pulled out a knife. Ellie shot him, but Joel stabbed him.
Oh, okay. So he stabbed him. My bad. I could have sworn
it was just loud ass gunfire before that. Joel took out like 3 people.
That was 2 weeks ago, so maybe I could be. I don't remember that one that clear. But I thought. Well, either way,
he dead.
Billy dead.
Yeah, but it was. But like I said, the little mom thing was kind of eerie.
I don't know if that was like a George Floyd thing. I think it was just.
It was a panic thing, in your last moments, you call up for your protector.
Well, that
type thing, and it's just George Floyd is the most recent thing that we saw that with, and also the man that got killed in
Bottom Cops.
Was it Memphis?
I forget. I don't know exactly where that was.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about the 5 cops.
Yeah,
that dumb shit.
Khaled, it was good, man. We just answered your question, man.
Word.
Check out the episode on Wednesday.
Yeah, and also I think it's just to show that even though these are
kids,
the antagonists, they're still people.
Yeah.
So like they came and started to attack them, but then it's like, oh, they're also people too. So it's like no one's a hero in this, really. Like,
not really.
Yeah. Everyone's a little fucked up. The world's a little fucked up, and everybody's doing their own little bit version of fucked up shit. And I think that also shows that. It's like, look at this kid. He's a kid, but 5 minutes ago he was just trying to kill this guy for no reason, and then now he's also a kid. And it's like, oh,
can't feel sorry for him. He tried to kill me.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact though. You try to kill me, you dead.
You gotta.
It's me or you, and it's gonna be you.
Definitely gonna be. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah. Stab bang. It's the bang.
It's the bang.
And then we find out that the lady that's leading the resistance is, what's her name, Catherine?
Kathleen, I think.
Kathleen or something like that, and she's looking for like Sam and Henry.
Yeah.
Because Henry killed her brother. No, Henry killed her brother for some medicine, and Kathleen didn't like that. So now
shit, it's her brother.
But it's like we in this post-apocalyptic world where it's like, you should have some rationale, and then, well, we'll get into episode 5. It was like, is your brother more important than my brother? Like, he didn't have to die and all this yada yada blah. But yeah, now she's rounding up people to try to find Henry. She's shooting, she's bringing people back in like cages or whatever, popping them, putting them in like jail cells or whatever, just capturing people that not down with the get down.
Now, when the dude in the cage helped Henry and Sam.
Yeah, that was like the flashback in episode 5.
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he killed her brother specifically. I think he sold them out to Fedra, because this particular town was, I guess, run by Fedra, but then the people had an uprising and like kicked Fedra out. And I think
message.
And I think her brother was maybe like the leader of the people. Like he was
he's a contributor or some shit.
Yeah, he was like the head. He was like the head honcho.
Nigga's a rat. Okay, yeah.
He was like the head honcho that like was running everything. But then, obviously in the episode it was Sam had leukemia, and Fedra had the medication to help him. And Fedra was like, all right, this is big, so if you want this medication, you gotta do something bigger. You gotta get us the leader of this resistance. And I think he sold them out somehow. And obviously the Fedra ended up killing him.
Yeah. Right.
So Henry is responsible for that dude's death.
Right.
But I don't think I don't know if he killed him directly. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Might as well have had the gun.
He's a rat.
Sold him out. Fucking rat bastard.
Nah, it's his brother, nigga. He's a fuck you. I'm saving my brother.
Still rat.
Yeah, but still, your
bastard.
brother's more important than my brother. Why you fucking with fate? How you know this nigga?
Why is my brother not more important than your brother?
Why did this nigga have to live? Maybe in the story he was supposed to die. You fucked with fate.
Well,
we here now. What we gonna do?
Yeah, nigga, fuck you. Family over you, nigga.
Basically.
Fucking rat.
You hate.
Snitches. What happened? Then what happened?
They shown Henry and Sam and the other dude going up where they were at.
The attic.
No, wait, I'm missing a part. There was a big ass hole in the tunnel. Remember when Kathleen and the other dude went to the tunnel and they seen that big ass hole coming up? They was like, yo, just lock this shit down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they pushed all the shit down there.
Infected down there.
Yeah, that shit was coming up.
I had that was an old shit moment when that shit happened. I was like, oh, niggas coming out the hole.
Yeah, but before that. So yeah, I guess it was kind of like doing like a flashback and concurrent shit at the same time. So like, Henry sold out her brother. So then obviously she was like manhunt. So they're trying to look for this nigga. So they was hiding out in this attic, and obviously they had like limited supplies, and they thought they was be able to get out quicker than they were.
Head ass.
Yeah, but they got stuck there mad long. Then they got down to the last bit of the rations.
Yeah,
and then like the day they was like at the last bit of the rations, Joel and Ellie show up. So they see Joel and Ellie fighting off dudes or whatever. So then it's like, I'm gonna find them because like he sees that Joel is good at killing. Says like, there's a way out of here, but we gotta go through these tunnels, and it might be affected. But I know you can handle yourself, so help us through. And they get through, and they think they make it through, but obviously, was it a trap? I guess, or they just found them.
They made it through, and they made it to the residential area, which is outside of the zone that they're in. But somebody was keeping watch, and he's part of the resistance.
Yeah.
So Joe went around the house, killed him, but there was a radio right there. I guess he had
radio the man.
Yeah, that he had seen a nigga.
He's like, don't do it.
I know he did. Gotta be quicker than that. But yeah, so Joel was telling them to run. The resistance pops up. Henry essentially gives himself up to save Ellie and his brother. Then as sharpshooter fucking Joel,
clapping
shit.
Bang.
He nice with it.
He's like, die.
So he clapped the chick that was riding the van that was the fucking part in the Red Sea.
Yeah.
And then she crashes, ship blows up, but then it's a sinkhole. And then the sinkhole opens up and hundreds of these niggas pop out. So the resistance is gone. Kansas City is run by them niggas. Now the bloater runs that shit now. That's his city.
Yeah, he beat the shit.
He ripped that nigga head off.
He's like,
I was like, Jesus.
Fatality.
Christ. But yeah, so it's a whole swarm of them. Resistance getting beat up, fucked up, killed, maimed, whatever the fuck. Henry and Sam hiding, trying to get away. Ellie's trying to, get away. She's diving through trucks, all this good stuff. They get to safety. All they got to do is get over the river, and they'll be on their way to Wyoming. But fucking around, Sam get bit. Yeah, Sam get bit. He turns in the morning and tries to bite Ellie. Henry ultimately kills his brother. He got nothing else to live for, so he offs himself. And now Joel and Ellie are back to square one, but now they're different people.
Yeah.
I feel like Ellie is taking more of a Joel approach, and Joel is taking more of an early Ellie approach, where it's like he's really sad that he's losing people like he cares about her. Like,
no,
likes.
She's sad too.
Yeah, she's sad. She's sad as fuck. But now she seems like walled off and just like, yo, fuck it, come on, man.
Well, not because you gotta go back to, she knows that she's immune.
Yeah.
He showed her that he got bit, and she tried to save him. She tried to save him with her blood.
Yes.
She used her blood, and she thought that would work because she doesn't.
Yes.
Because she doesn't know. She's still a kid too, and then he turned.
That was really
sweet. And then Henry had to kill his own brother, and then he killed himself, and it's like,
because he got nothing to live for.
So he got nothing to live for.
What did I do?
And so she's like, yeah, she's sad. Like,
she keeps losing people.
She lost. Yeah, she lost Tess. She lost Sam and Henry, and she tried to help Sam, and
it didn't work.
It didn't work. So she's like, fuck. She's like, all right, let's just go, because she's like, what else is she supposed to do?
Yeah.
And then again, and all this stuff, I think, is gonna strengthen what happens at the end of the season, because it's like you see Sam, Henry, and Joel are similar. They have people who they have to take care of, who are important to them, and who they'll do anything for, and that's eventually going to come around. So like, it's all like building blocks. It's all like the slow transformation, and then you see at the end of the episode, you see Joel just sort of like, you see them
just defeated.
Yeah, like coming less gruff, and like you can see it sort of eating at him. It's like the emotions are starting to turn in them in a way that they weren't necessarily doing.
Because Joel doesn't trust many people, and then be like, hey, you can come with me to Wyoming. And then in the morning, he gets waken up by that. He gets woken up to Sam trying to eat Ellie, and then Henry killing him, and then he killing himself, and then he got to bury him. So it was like, I finally opened myself up to people, and I just lose someone that fucking quickly again. So now I got to protect this little girl with my life, laying shit down.
And then you could, and then like even that, if you look at the interaction with him, Henry and Sam, and how
it's a parallel between them two,
and how accepting he was of them and willing to allow them in versus like when they showed him talking to Bill and how kind of closed off and he fucked with Bill and stuff and like whatever because they had medicine and things and shit they could share, but at the end of the day it was still sort of like he had a harder exterior when he was dealing with Bill, but then with Henry and Sam you could see him, he was a little bit more open and a little bit more willing to be human with them, I guess.
So.
I don't mind the sudden changes of it. Everything's driving the story forward anyway.
Yeah.
With the Sam dying and Ellie actually having a fixation with him, it drives the story to where she met her friend. She had to offer a friend. I think that might be the next.
Sam wasn't deaf in the game, right?
No,
yeah,
he wasn't.
No, he wasn't deaf.
No, he wasn't.
I thought you meant the real actor.
Nah.
Yeah, no, he the real actor.
Yeah, real actor's deaf.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, I find it really hard to believe that they're going to kill Joel in season 2.
Well, they are.
I mean, they're making variations.
I'm kind of thinking that they might not, yo.
But then they can't really do the season, right?
They can kill someone, not Joel. Maybe, I don't know. Because it's very fucking hard to have Joel, because HBO does this thing where they make us really, really like someone.
Yeah.
And they off them. So they had that, this episode with Sam and Henry, they made us, get to know their story, their background for about 20 minutes to a half hour. We like them. We know what they're doing. They're trying to get out, whatever. Then they off them at the end of the episode. But then it's like, if season 1 ends how it's supposed to end, Joel's a really good guy. He just does some fucked up things to people. Like he does the right things for the wrong reason, the wrong thing for the right reasons, maybe. It's getting really hard to be like, they gonna kill this nigga in season 2?
But like, unless they completely, because I didn't play Last of Us 2, but as far as I'm aware, it's.
But they make subtle changes here and there. I think
that's a big change.
Yeah, because like, isn't that the whole crux of the game? It's like it's a revenge story.
Yeah,
right. She's like, oh, they did this to something. He got done in because of something that he did, and then she was like, oh, I'm gonna do you all in because of what y'all did to my mans. So like, if they get rid of that, like, where's the story in that season then? I mean, and it's not like they couldn't make something up.
They've been changing the game the whole season,
but
it
not that drastic
with the story.
It's not that drastic, but
it wasn't like, oh, they just didn't. So it's like, oh, there's no virus.
Imagine it, yo.
I can.
People are gonna be upset again.
Look at Game of Thrones. They killed Ned Stark at the end of the first season. Like they could do it. He
was the main. Stark wasn't like
he was literally the main character of the first season.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but we had so many other characters to pull from. Like, it's literally an entire kingdom. We got, stories with the Lannisters and the Starks.
I mean, that's true.
The bastards and all this. We had a plethora of episodes. It was like, it's fucked up because we thought, well, he was the main character and they killed him. But we had a lot of shit to pick from. If they killed Joel,
they got Ellie.
Yeah,
that's it. Can she carry a fucking show by herself?
Well, she won't. I didn't play the game, so I don't know how that goes. I don't know who else shows up with her, so I don't know if we necessarily 100% by herself.
No, she's not by herself. But
so, I don't know the game, so I don't know what.
But it's a game
and then
versus
also
a live adaptation.
There's two perspectives.
I didn't play that shit since they spoiled it.
Yeah,
and I bought it first day.
They
spoiled that shit the first day. I just didn't play it.
Shit.
Yeah.
I just didn't play it. I was like, fuck, y'all done ruined it for me. What the fuck
is the point of Joe? He's so defeated.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is the point? They ruined that shit the first day it came out. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck?
They do that with everything, man.
And there's two perspectives.
No, they do that. They do that with movies.
Loud. That shit was loud. That shit was loud.
Yeah, because you got the motherfuckers that play. You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta stay on Twitter.
Loudest fucking
They literally do that with every show, every movie. They spoil every fucking thing if you get on Twitter.
Nah, that shit.
They spoiled this shit before the game came out.
Yeah,
way before the game came out.
Yeah, they
did
because
they had the leaks. Yeah. There was some leaks because they did some data mining shit or whatever, or they hacked something and then what happened in the game leaked and people were upset. And that's why a lot of people were like upset. They were upset before they even played the game.
What if they kill his brother?
But it won't have the same impact, I don't think. And again, I guess it depends on what they do with Tommy.
A viable part from going forward now that not spoiler, but they showed it in the preview.
Yeah.
Well, he goes to Wyoming, finds his brother, right? Mm-hmm. Say they make him a viable part within the rest of the season, and then they make him a lovable guy. Got the three amigos together, and then season 2 they just off this motherfucker, and just let Joel and Ellie go on like a revenge spree?
Nah.
No?
It's got to be Joel.
Man!
It's got to be Joel because it only works because of their relationship. It only works because of how they ended up loving each other. And then if there's none of that, I don't know. Again, I didn't play the second game, so I don't know what the story is specifically. But I don't know if that works without that dynamic. And that dynamic only happens between them two.
Okay.
So I don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think.
I hope you are.
They gonna work him. He good. He got Mandalorian money. He be all right. Flashbacks.
It's not about them. I just want to see him on screen.
He will be on screen. Maybe for like first 2 episodes.
First 3 or 4.
Maybe, and then he gotta go
off with his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, show hasn't missed so far.
No, it's been real good.
It's really, really fucking good. Yeah. That's all I got. What's chat talking about? Chat says that who was it? Crazy they re-released their game and released the show. They're retelling the story and they're making so much money.
That's a fact.
That's a fucking known thing. If y'all like child clickers, y'all should love The Strain. They got something similar in season 2. The child clicker scared the shit out of me. Imagine a child size bloater being strong as hell. Yeah. Get the napkin ready for Joel death. Man, listen. There's gonna be a drop in viewership in season 2.
I don't know. Maybe not. Regular TV viewers are not the same as gamers, right? They're there for like the surfacing of a story. So just if he does die, that doesn't necessarily mean people are gonna be so upset. I'm not watching the show anymore. Like people are like, oh, I can't play this game because the character died. No, like I don't know.
They didn't do that with Jon Snow.
No, because he came back like the next day. So it's like
but they brought him back because of the viewership. Not viewership, because of fanfare. They was mad that Jon Snow was dead, and then they brought him back outside of the.
I don't know. I think it's part. I think it's part of. Yeah, I think that's just part of the story.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I'm not
how they changed that quick?
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
They filmed those before they released them.
Nigga, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because he
was dead 1 week, then came back next week. They can't read it that quick.
Yeah,
it wasn't next week. It was at least 3 episodes. Jon Snow was dead for like a while.
No, he was not.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
It was next day.
He was dead for like.
He literally came back next episode.
For like an hour.
Like next episode. They revived him like next episode.
Maybe 2 episodes.
It was quick.
I should have been watching this when it was live.
Yeah, you should have.
I remember that being a big thing on Twitter. It was like, they killed this nigga Jon Snow.
Yeah, it was the first week.
Yeah, because like he died, but then because then his body was barely even cold, nigga.
Yeah,
like
that nigga was blue as shit.
Yeah, but then he's like, a rice chicken.
Which came in
a rice chicken, a rice, and he's like, oh shit, I can breathe again.
Dead next week live.
Yeah. Now I wonder, did that happen at the end of the season, in the beginning of the next season when he came back? I can't remember.
I think it was.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I didn't watch that shit so.
Yeah, it's been so long ago. Yeah, I know. I can't remember. I don't remember if it was within the same season or if he died in the season finale and then was resurrected in like the beginning of the next season. But I don't know. Whatever
happened in Walking Dead and them killing Glenn and the redhead dude, they killed them niggas.
Oh yeah, Negan.
Yeah. You're gonna upset a bunch of people again. It'll be interesting, but I'm not sure if I want to watch it. I am eventually. But I'm still upset about that. Seen a whole main page on YouTube with thumbnails of dude's death. Yeah. Oh, that's Bobby.
Oh, that was me.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, the viewership dropped when they killed Carl on Walking Dead.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. I could be wrong.
I thought that shit was dropping before then.
No, I mean that too.
Shit, since Glenn, nigga, that shit was.
Yeah, no, because it was bullshit. I mean, even though that's how it happened, but it's like.
Yeah, because niggas couldn't wait for that to happen in the show like it happened in the comics. It was like, I can't wait for this.
But then the way they did it, people didn't like just because it was like, oh, who is it? And then they ended, and it was like, it's just weird.
Beggars can't be choosers.
That's a fact.